Hey guys, we're on our way to Alicia's driving her car because I had Vinny set up for a couple small jobs today, and I was just gonna take the day off. Ever since I got this catheter in me, guys, or this stent, I feel better as far as the stone goes, but it's causing other uncomfortable issues. But anyway, I did get an appointment. It's not for next week, it's for the Tuesday after next week. They said that the stent can stay in me for up to 3 months. So with that being said, they're in no hurry, but I did tell them I was in a little discomfort, and they said, yeah, that's normal with the stent. Just, you got to live with it. Anyway, that's what I'm doing, but I just didn't feel good today, guys. But then all of a sudden, we got a water heater call, and the owner, the water heater's like 9 or 10 years old, and it needs a new gas valve. So with that being said, Speedy Gonzalez here, man, trying to wipe me out.
No, it was good.
Okay.
There's no honk with nothing.
Anyway, with that being said, they want a new water heater, and they want it today. So Vinny could go do it by himself, but I trust him now, But anyway, I like to go. So Alicia's going with us. That way I don't have to, because it is up a staircase and in a bedroom and out a patio door. So we're going to have to go, from what I remember right, in this apartment, it's the bottom floor, and then you go upstairs to the bedrooms, and then out a bedroom, and there's the water heater. So anyway, with that being said, I'm just going to help get the old one out, me and Alicia, with Vinny, and then get the new one in, and then probably take off. Alright guys, we're going to go to Home Depot and get the water heater right now. So we'll see you inside there maybe. Hey guys, we're in Home Depot. We're getting everything. Hey guys, I heard somebody on John Phillips' channel telling him that, the tape he puts on is going to fall off. And, if he's using what I'm using, it's not coming off. I've been using this extreme temperature tape, foil tape, for years. This shit's been on the market for 20-something years. And I've been putting it on all my water heaters. I've got water heaters that Alicia and I, and that's, been doing. We've been putting in water heaters for 31 years, Alicia and I. And with that being said, we've used this tape all those years. And we go back to water heaters that we installed that are given out 12 years later, 14 years later. And this fucking tape is still holding on tight. So if he's using the extreme temperature heat like I use, that shit is not going to come off his. I saw a video where somebody commented to him that the tape that he put on his water heater the other day is going to come off. And I'm sure John uses the extreme temperature. He's a plumber. He knows what the fuck he's doing. Even though somebody else puts the vents in for him back in the old days, I'm sure he knows to put the extreme temperature. That's what we put, and that shit will never come off. Alright guys, we're getting out of here. We got everything we need. Checking out and go get this job done, I guess, right? Okay guys, we're here. It's Unit A. It's this building right there. It's the front unit with the security door. And I guess we got to go upstairs up to that patio. And there's a water heater in that closet up there. I don't know if you guys can see the patio right up there. So that's where we're going to be working. Okay guys, this is what we got to work with. So we're not going to reinvent the wheel. We're just going to put the same fucking thing back on. So this is now supposed to go here, right here, but I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. This has got a sediment trap there. It's supposed to actually be over here, but I'm just, because of the room and all that, I'm just going to put my sediment trap in the same spot, just like the factory recommends it. The plumbing code or whatnot says it's supposed to be before the corrugated gas line in California, but I'm still putting them there, like on the box of the water heater says. So anyway, we're not going to do anything fancy. We're just going to do the same setup right there and call it done. Okay guys, Vinny's stripping it all down. He's, you know, breaking everything apart. We're going to go ahead and kind of just do things the way they have it. The only thing that I can see giving me problems is the P&T valve comes down, and then I'm gonna have to flex that and go like that. Hopefully there won't be a belly in it. If there is, I could turn my P&T valve like they did, but I don't know that I want to fuck with it. We'll see what happens. Chances of this ever kicking in and being needed are almost slim to none. Hardly ever do I get a call where the P&T is blasting, unless they've played with it. Sometimes they play with it just to see if it's working, and then it drips. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. Okay guys, we got it all out. We're on a hand truck. We're gonna have to get it through here, so I'm not gonna be able to videotape and drive and do everything. So anyway, we're gonna get this out right now. All right guys, we got it downstairs. I'll kind of show you where we had to go. Through here, back behind this door, and then up and to the left. Hey guys, I've been using Otay or Hercules, well, which is made by Otay, I believe. But the blue one, the one that's multi-purpose. And I decided, you know, I was getting low on the blue shit, and the other one has Kevlar in it, I guess. And this one here is strictly PTFE, but it does say on the website it has Kevlar in it. I don't know that it does, but it's the same price as the blue one. And I heard a lot of good things about Real Tough, which is by Hercules, the same as the blue one, except that one's considered multi. This is for all plastic pipes, metal pipes. It's for gas, propane, water, you name it. It's even for steam. And it says, anyway, I want to try it, so I bought it. I've been using the other one for years, but I decided to try this one out and see how I like it. It's really thick. It's much thicker than the other one. And it doesn't seem to separate in the bottle, where the blue one separates in the bottle. And if you don't whip it up, you know, you're getting a separation coming out of there. And it's not exactly, this one here doesn't seem to separate at all inside the bottle. We'll see. I'm going to try it. Alright guys, we're going to start by putting the 7-inch half together. We're not going to use the same old one. That one looks like it's shot. Who knows? That's why it was blinking red. It was blinking red 7 times or 6 times, Vinny? Anyway, it was blinking red 6, and it said it was because it's I'm sorry, it was blinking 7. Gas control or valve failure. So, you know, this shit could be stocking up on the bottom and finally going in and causing a problem. I'm not sure. It's full of shit on the bottom. You can actually see how it's been working over the... Let's see if you guys can see in there. So it's full of crumbs and shit. Full of shit. I guess that really does work. I like mine to be a little longer. I like mine at least 4 to 6 inches to get it further away from this part right here. Anyway, he's going to be putting this together. We're not doing step by step by step by step. I've got plenty of videos where I do step by step by step, and some idiot gets on there and ridicules every part of it. Anyway, we're just going to get this together because I'm not feeling good. I want to go home. And once Vinny gets this up to the top, I can probably go. That's that new plumber's dope. I tell Vinny, make sure you don't get it on the inside of the pipe. That's good enough. Looks good.
It's really creamy. much.
Huh?
Too much.
What?
Too much.
What's too much? Don't worry, you'll take it off with the blue tape. Just wrench it on. I need to get you one of those pipe vices like I got, huh? I think I'll get you one. Alicia's cutting up all the boxes over there, getting that all done for us. So, and he's playing with that cap. I'm sure that's tight enough.
Oh, that's not tight.
Yeah. Alright. Let's do the next pieces.
Can you give me a towel? Paper towel? Or rag?
Guys, it's getting it built up. Just pulling the excess tape off to make it look clean. He's over here getting the other piece going right here. So, anyway. Alright guys, he's gonna get that done and get the gas line part in, and that should be it. Okay guys, once he gets this done, we'll be able to get this upstairs. Once he gets it all wiped up. He runs the tape up high, that way you can undo the tape and clean most of it up, and that way your wipe down is minimal. You get less of that shit all over your rag or paper towels or whatever, and on your hands. So, move your left hand for a picture. Thank you. That looks tight. Okay, just pull that tape off and be done with it. That looks good. Alright, just wipe the excess off and we're done with that part. Okay guys, just putting some of that tape on top of the valve. That way nothing falls in it while we're working with it. Okay, all done. Looks nice and clean. Alright guys, he's going to try to manhandle it.
Tight.
It is?
Yeah, look, I'm only about
How about grab it with a strap?
here. I did a strap. It's tight.
Maybe put a strap around it. Okay guys, we got her in. Then he just manhandled it in the hole. So now we're going to get it all hooked up. We don't need no wood or bar. We're wall to wall. We're right against the wall, so we'll strap it in. The other strap comes around like that, so it's just going to hug it to the wall. So, okay. And we're using the same pan. It's all plumbed in. There's no holes in it. We checked it. Alicia wiped it out the best she could with a rag. Cleaned the bottom out the best she could. So we're all good. We're going to get this thing hooked up and out of here. Okay, we put this where we could see that window. If we would put that straight, we wouldn't be able to see that window. We sparked it a few times just to make sure we could see the spark. Every time somebody puts these in, they worry about getting them straight. And you can still work on that valve if you had to. You know, you could still back off. You could still drain it and move it and get that valve off. Maybe even with it right there. But anyway, now we can see in that window and see what's going on in there. Now guys, when you're all done, you can always go over those turns if you want to make them look prettier, you know, which I don't think it matters to anybody, but hey guys, I'm gonna let him work this out, and let him see what he gets out of it. All right, guys, let's see what the hell he's up to here. That looks good, Vinny. Okay, guys, we're filling it up. Vinny's strapping it. The only thing we're not happy with is this, but it'll work. If this blows, it'll go. Will water sit in here if it starts to drip and smell and shit like that? Maybe it would. Or what they're worried about is it coming up. When you have a hump, what they're worried about is it coming up and then corroding this inside here, that little spring, you know. But this thing will probably never even need to pop. Even if it does, it'll work. You know what I mean? But if it does start to drip, we'll know it, because if this starts to drip one day, eventually this tube will fill up, and within 24 hours it'll be dripping down the pipe and down on the floor, and somebody will see it and call us, and we'll put a new valve. But this place is monitored too much for it to be, you know, if it starts to drip here and fill up here, we'll know it when it comes out the other end. And then maybe at that time we'll plumb it right, we'll get a service call in, but it's not going to happen. I can't remember one time me going to one water heater that I've installed where I had a problem with the valve. Unless somebody, when it's 10 or 12 years old, they want to test it, and then it drips. Then they need a new one. But other than that, this is good for now. Go ahead and light it, Vinny, after you're done with the straps. Hey guys, when we're filling up the water heaters, we always open 2 or 3 faucets on the hot side. We got one open upstairs, and we got the kitchen open as well downstairs. Okay guys, they're putting on the extreme heat tape. This stuff is for extreme heat, up to 300 something degrees I think it is. But you know, you really don't have to have it. It's not code to have it. We just put it on. We put screws into the, we put 3 screws into every joint. 3 screws into every joint, and then she tapes over them. So anyway. And the water heater's full. All the air is out of the lines through the house, upstairs and down. Then he's got everything going. Everything looks good. We're gonna call it a day, guys. Pretty soon here. All right, guys, we're out of here. We're gonna go home and start the weekend.